Maybe a live one. Just the stalk. It looks like a, oh no, it's a bamboo coral. Unbranched. Another Cerianthid anemone in the background too. That's unbranched bamboo coral.
Steve, have we figured out why some branch and some don't?
That is the topic for a PhD dissertation.
Hi.
So if you know anyone who is interested, I can put you in touch.
Look at that. Wow.
Yeah, we had a scientist out here who was working on that very question about why certain species of bamboos are sparse branching versus unbranched, and if there are any similarities in morphology like polyp shape or something about their genetics that might tell us more information about if a unbranched species might branch later in life, or if it just has a very abnormal, unusual branching sequence. It's a very interesting question because it could mean the difference in a substantial number of species and diversity patterns across the seamounts. Unbranched bamboos are some of the hardest animals to characterize without collections, and sometimes they're some of the most abundant animals on a seamount site.
So on these sites, someone in chat wants to know, some of these stones, quote unquote, are covered with organisms and some are not. Is there a logical explanation for that?
I think geologists' eyes twitch when you say stone.
they put it in quotes.
Yeah. At least that's what I've heard.
We're sorry, Kevin and Rob.
Stones
Maybe a
have
little
very
bit.
specific definition.
But yeah, is there a reason for that, where we don't see, we see a lot of life on one kind of rock and not on the other?
That's cool.
Anybody
Hollow
home?
it out in there.
I think there's a lot of reasons, but if it's specifically related to the stone, then it has to do with whether that stone is stable or not, where it's
Is that
at.
a tiny anemone over there?
Yeah, there was a red
Organisms don't want to be on an
Cerianthid
unstable stone.
tube anemone.
Wow, you're going to make a lot of people very mad, Brendan.
Hopefully they're not stoned. I don't know. And then unrelated to the stones, it could be the current, which we've talked about a lot. Certain currents or certain areas are more favorable than others, so. This definitely looks like mass wasting to me, which doesn't occur under the sea very much. So my guess would be it occurred when it was an island, but
This looks like a pillow of some type.
It
Angular, kind of broken apart.
It looks like a pillow, or does it look
You
like
mean-
a pillow?
you mean
floating?
this?
Yeah. Or some sort of.
yeah, I don't know if it's broken from up above or,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean?
Yep. Can we take a peek up the slope a little bit for at least as long as your leash allows? Is there any anything in the sonar?
Me too.
We can take a little detour if the ship can move that way.
Yeah, the bathymetry doesn't really, or the topo doesn't really say it's that steep going west, huh?
No, yeah, it's this. Yeah, I'm guessing this is very localized.
There's something here.
Oh yeah. Maybe.
Oh, never mind.
It's a rock.
Yeah. Sometimes,
Disregard.
I'm gonna really
Multiple times per watch I've heard things mistaken for rocks. And rocks mixed.
there's rocks come in all shapes and sizes, so
So do stones, apparently.
yeah, stones. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Sorry, stones. They come in all shapes and sizes.
Really quickly, I think I can answer this question in chat. When you say bamboo coral, is it related to the land bamboo? No, I don't believe so. I think it just looks like bamboo, and that's why it got its name. Steve, am I correct on that?
Right.
Yes. So no correlation between the bamboo on land.
Some other Tritoplura
Yeah.
stalks.
Yeah, I think it's just to tell us.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, we don't have to get too far up on this. I think where we were was a really nice spot. But yeah, continuing to lateral along towards the south. Yeah, yeah, right here, if you want to lateral from at this depth, this is okay too. There's definitely some higher density of stuff here, mostly dead sponges, but still unbranched bamboo corals seem to like this spot right here.
There's a lot of sponge stalks.
Yep.
Military stalks. Is that Polyapgon there?
Yeah, it's a, well, we'll say Phernomitdiae, Phernomitdiae, Phernomitdiae. It's the family. Likely Polyapgon.
Is there an opagon? What is an opagon? A polyapgon.
It's the shape of the stop sign. Right, Opagon.
That's an
Opagon?
octagon.
Really?
It's an octagon.
That's an octagon.
I kind of like octagon. Or opagon.
Opagon.
Hey, if you all can do bad puns, I can do bad puns too.
That was a fun.
Opagon.
I don't know. I don't know what it translates to in Latin, so that would be interesting to look up.
Nice. Yeah, that
For
worked pretty well.
for the spelling, it's P-O-L-I-P-O-G-O-N.
And to really quickly answer that question in chat, your favorite organism with a funny/goofy name? Probably Chaunacops. That one's pretty cool.
I like Dumbo.
Dumbo is on the table, and you went with Chaunacops.
Dumbo is mine.
Sticking with the ctenophore. I thought that was the coolest thing.
Some
Yeah, I think they're working on it. But they did mention that it was a very nice highlight.
I mean, this isn't an organism, but biflabellet. That one got me good.
Biflamellet?
Yeah, it's the describing of the morphology of,
The
I
biflamellet
don't remember what it
coral.
was, but
Chrysogorgia.
Chrysogorgia.
Yep. I do like a good
Imagine
biflabellet
having 190.
Chrysogorgia.
Gorgid or Gorgia?
So when you're Chrysogorgia is the genus,
Mm-hmm.
but if you're talking about a member of the family, Chrysogorgid is usually what we refer to it as. So Chrysogorgid is a broader classification than Chrysogorgia.
So Brandon, here's a question for you. In a spitball range, if you had to guess, how old do you think these rocks would be? Or the age of this volcanic disposition?
Deposition?
Deposition, sorry.
Disposition. This volcanic rock has a strong disposition against me. So I don't think we're looking at volcanics right now, but because I don't see like any flow type right now. It kind of looks just like layered. But as for the volcanics that we saw earlier, I mean just recently, 100 million years old is the spitball range.
Can we put, I forgot to mention this earlier.
Because
Can we put
the
a
northern part of the Line Islands,
on,
there are,
this is the amphipod, right?
you know,
Yeah.
Can you put
good
a note and
age
say jar
progressive
closed?
chains
I'm
going
just
from
so they
north
don't
to
use it
south,
again or
and this
something.
area is about 100
Jar
million.
closed?
Jar closed, yeah, because I'm afraid if they go back to that jar, it's going to swim out. There's an amphipod, or hermit crab here.
Very cool.
Oh, wow.
On a
Yep,
glass
sorry, 1 second.
sponge?
Tritopluraid, right?
There we go.
There you go.
Yes. Okay.
Everyone's going to be
Nice.
experts soon.
Oops.
There's also a chirostylid crab about halfway down. But the
Oh, goodness.
hermit crab here is in the family Niguradae, along with all the other hermit crabs, but they're neat animals.
In the bubble, it looks like you have a brittle star on the inside, too. Oh, and a squat lobster on the back there. So Steve, are you saying you wanted to make sure we kept that jar with the seawood bug closed?
I was just making a note on our data sheet back here. We log all the samples and their locations.
Right.
And just so we can make sure that we have the information transferred across watches, we'll put a note on our sample sheets back here that says like that jar is closed for samples. You know, don't switch to that jar because you know, if the sample is sensitive or you know, it could break or swim apart or something.
Yep.
That's a lot of brittle stars.
Or run away.
Reverse is okay underwater if the jars stand. The jar rotation, we can go both directions without worrying about the Geneva drive. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, we have it on the flush chart.
Sometimes we'll do that. Sometimes we'll do that for boxes too, particularly if we have a fragile species we don't want to put a rock on top of, for example. Yeah, there's a lot of attached animals on that sponge.
Gonna really quickly answer that question in chat after a little bit.
A lot of sponge debris.
Yeah, more than corals for sure, and a lot more associate diversity on sponges here than others sites.
Right, and then to really quickly answer that question in chat, how cold is it? It is 2.72 degrees Celsius, and we are at 1,521 meters, and the pressure is a little over 2,000 psi.
Roger.
There is a sea star on a sponge over to the right-hand side here. Could take a look at.
Oh, look, another anemone.
See good layering behind it too.
Oh no, that's not a sea star. It's a pair of barnacles.
Oh,
Yep. Wow,
oh wow.
those are huge.
Yeah.
And are those parapodia sticking out, or is that just their feeding arms?
I think they're called Cerianthid.
Ceripedia. Okay.
Yeah. But those are its feeding appendages. It's a great shot.
That's crazy looking.
Steve, do you think that these sponges, or sorry, these barnacles, do you think they were attached before the sponge stock died or after?
There's a baby right here. Probably after. Yeah, it could have been during life too, but it's impossible to tell. But usually these types of fouling organisms will attach later on. But it appears that they're recruiting here. You know, they've got a small young barnacle.
Wee little barnacle.
All right, great, good barnacle zoom.
Thank you.
So here's another question from chat. Is it common in this depth to find some chondrichthyes, Brandon?
Chondrichthyes?
Yes, those I think.
Sharks?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, sharks, rays, skates, and chimeras all belong to that group. We did see a shark a bit earlier.
There's something, I saw
Yep,
an
shark.
orange organism down here. Right here.
Oh yeah, left side, look at that. Is that
Something hiding.
a
Yeah.
fish?
I'm gonna guess it's a carrier crab.
I hope it's a tiny
I
tiny.
really hope so.
A carrier crab?
Sure. Awesome.
Is this?
Oh, wow.
Oh, look at him go.
Oh,
Is that a
very
anemone
cool.
on it?
Oh, that's so cool. I love these friggin' things.
Oh my gosh. Is that like the carrier crab from Moana?
Is it?
I think so. It had a huge anemone on its back and everything.
Maybe. I'll have to go back and watch. So yeah, this is a crab in the family Hhmmmmss.
Can you see bioluminescence on its?
Yeah, they have these. What it might be doing is it might be refracting some light right now, but they could be bioluminescent also. I'm not sure what the purpose of that would be, but yeah, I have seen that in other species as well. So this is Hhmmmmss crab, and actually its rearmost pair of legs is modified to hold things. Doesn't have to be an anemone, although at these few sites in Johnston Atoll, that's most of what we've seen. But they can also hold things like branches of coral, bits of sponge. Yep, we've seen them holding lateralia, those like branches that come out of the Walteria also. Possibly a camouflage.
Quick touch?
Possibly a fashion statement. I don't know.
The latter.
Can that actually
Is it
the
missing
stuff
a
that
leg?
it carries? Can that actually be like to attract
much?
mates or something like that?
You know, I don't know. I don't
Yeah, it
know
doesn't
the
register that quick.
dynamics of how they
There we go.
choose this.
All right.
Their swag.
Okay.
You know, these are crabs. They're not hermit crabs, but they are related to hermit crabs in
follow
some
them.
way.
Right.
I think they're all anemurans. But I would imagine, you know, maybe anemones are just better than shells or some other thing like that in the deep sea. Maybe, you know, anemones are more practical, you know, where shells might be in short supply or something. But we've also seen these things carrying corals and sponges, though. They may be generalists, but they may have preferences for certain types of things. But it's usually, yeah, sometimes, what's the weirdest thing we've seen them carry? I saw one carrying like a whole head of sponge before. That was pretty neat. All you could see was the leg tips. It was like it covered the whole thing, like the sponge, like that. So they do funny things. I think they're very charismatic.
How big are these crabs usually? Are they usually this size, or can they get bigger?
The ones we've seen so far have been about this size. They haven't gotten much bigger, but they can get bigger for sure. Yeah.
And to really quickly answer that question in chat, how long do glass corals live for? I'm not entirely sure. It could be thousands of years, Steve.
Glass sponges, yeah, it's probably a long time. I don't know if I have read a very good age on any of them.
It's also a little hard to date them, so we're not entirely sure.
All right, we're all set there on the Hamalid.
That might be my new favorite one we've seen.
That's true.
Hamalid. That's a cool name.
The Hamalid's carrying his homies.
Atlanta heading 200.
Woof. It was a stretch, but, you know.
We'll take
That's
it.
pretty good. That's
We'll
pretty
take it,
good.
we'll take
That's
it.
acceptable.
Homies.
Hamala homie.
Mostly sponges here. Oh, Colophacus also in the distance. Oh, there's a large urchin over there on the... Urchin anemone. Anemone, maybe. This pocket. Anemone. Okay. Something we've looked at before. We don't need to zoom there. So yeah, we've got some Colophacus sponges now. I've seen about 2 of them just in this small patch. It's been a while since we saw them last, so it's noteworthy. They pop up now and again.
Steve, just a
little
quick
depression.
update on time. It looks like if we head straight to waypoint 10, it'll take us about 25 minutes to get there.
All right. We don't have to go straight to 10. We can kind of just meander along at the same bearing.
Okay.
Yeah, whenever the watch change comes up for relief, we'll brief them on the situation. I don't know if we're going to go straight to 11 or I would let the next watch lead decide.
Yeah, sounds good.
But at least we have given them an option.
Yep.
To answer that question in chat, see something down there you might think be a new species. Is that excitingly noteworthy occasion or a common no biggie? I'd say it's pretty exciting to see. Of course,
Atlanta heading 190 now.
It can be exciting, yeah. If you have the expertise to know that, it can be really exciting. Like sometimes even, you know, we don't have all the expertise on the ship here. However, we do have scientists ashore. We have scientists ashore who are not able to tune into the chat every day. So there's a whole community that is able to provide information about these organisms we're seeing. Sometimes we won't know for a while, so kind of temper our expectations a little bit, but I think it's still valuable. We're still working on potential new species descriptions from several years ago in some cases. I was doing some literature searches over the winter, this past winter, and I saw a paper published just in the latter half of last year that was using Nautilus specimens and collections from 2012.
Wow.
So they do get used. Another one of those amphipods or shrimp in the water column too. Just out of curiosity, how much ground have we covered since our on bottom?
Another eel-like thing.
It's a fun calculation to do.
Thanks, Lynette.
Do you mean like in this whole dive?
Yeah, to the nearest
Stand
100 meter or something.
Feels like we're pulling each other now here.
This might be my longest distance covered dive ever with Hercules.
by. Ooh.
Roger.
There's another whitefish out there.
Here's a question. Do you work with many geologists? What are the primary minerals and primary minerals probably in what we're seeing down here?
There you go.
Do you work with geologists?
Oh, is that for me?
Oh, it's for everybody,
It
but
said, do you work with geologists?
with many geologists.
Well, I'm a sort of a geologist. And what are the primary minerals? So in what I'm thinking is the carbonate cap that we've been looking at for the last couple hours, the primary mineral is called calcite. It is biochemically made from reef builders when this atoll was once an island. Earlier on, and we've seen some more volcanic rocks as well. The primary minerals in those are olivine, clinopyroxene, amphibole, plagioclase. Yeah.
As a biologist, I don't often work with geologists, but I play a pretty convincing one on the internet sometimes, at least when I need to. But lately, over the past several years, ocean exploration has become more integrated in a way that has included a lot more disciplines, biology, geology, chemistry,
Spongeology.
physics, or geophysics. So I think there's a lot of room in the ocean exploration tent for a lot of different collaborations. So yes, more geological collaboration over the past few years.
And if you are interested in trying to join the Nautilus team or try to work with some of the lovely people here, you can always go to our website at nautiluslive.org and click the join button. And from there, you can reach out and see if you can be part of this group.
Lost the tool. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Can we take a look at this? I think that's what you're going for.
Sure.
Ah, it's another barnacle. A different type of barnacle. This is a balanoid. The kind you'd probably see at the rocky shoreline. The others were gooseneck barnacles. These balanoids can get very large in the deep sea. Sometimes, you know, as big as your fist, the whole plate of them.
Something white
What's
back
that
there.
white, spider-looking thing?
Just jumped.
Don't see in the back there.
In the back,
Yeah. Towards the left.
It
Yeah.
just moved.
Both of those. Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh.
I can come down a little bit.
Sure. Oh, there it is. Yeah. At the very bottom.
That precious cargo is touching the rock too. Just FYI.
Like
yeah,
that.
squat lobster in the background. I think that's what you're looking at. But yeah, there's there's two barnacles here too. A tiny baby barnacle and adult barnacle.
Yep.
Good.
Ready?
Do they like sexually
Okay.
mature barnacles?
Nice.
I think they're only
Thank you.
sexually reproductive. I don't think that. Yeah, they don't have any sort of asexual modes, but not a crustacean expert.
So when these barnacles, quote unquote, recruit new barnacles, do they attach themselves, does the younger barnacle attach himself to the new barnacle or just next to it?
I don't know. Honestly, I know they, you know, there's probably great flow conditions here, so it could just be a settlement queue that the offspring are following. That's my thought. Yeah.
Settlement queue. That's a cool terminology.
Yeah, it means that, you know, there's some sort of positive signal that the animal is receiving from this location, either from something it senses in the water column, or, you know, maybe it's current flow and it'll attach at that location, so it gets a cue to, you know, home in on where is the best spot.
All right, Steve, I have an approximate answer for you.
Okay.
Any guesses?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, anyone
coming
want to guess on how far we've traveled?
Yeah.
2,000 meters.
Wow, look at that.
Ew.
Oh, that's disgusting. Hang on.
Yummy.
That's amazing.
Ooh.
Feeding time.
Dinner time.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah,
Nice shot.
Wow. There we go.
Nice timing.
lots of good, yummy particles there.
Someone in the chat actually wants to know about this stuff. Yeah.
Hopefully.
It's crazy.
I guess 5,000 meters.
5,500 meters.
What are these kind of tentacle things that we see poking out of these barnacles? Or the
Price is Right
hair-looking
rules for that game.
Oh shoot! No, I'm gonna go lower then. No, I'll just stay. Whatever.
1 meter, Bob.
Wow.
So what's the number?
About 4.5 kilometers.
God,
Okay.
see, I lost because of Price is
Wow.
Right. I was the closest.
Come
No,
on
I'm the
down,
closest.
Steve.
All right, thanks. That was a great shot. The action shot was really cool.
Yeah.
I hope that makes it into a highlight video eventually.
Yeah. Definitely. Good flying.
So Steve, what are those little hair things, quote unquote, blowing in the wind?
I believe they're called Cerianthid. Or Cerianthid is the name for barnacles. Subclass Cerianthid.
Fish in the DSC. There's
Oh,
a fish in the
yeah.
top right.
Oh, it's top right there.
Left. That was a interesting looking one.
Looked like a
That
grenadier,
fish.
maybe.
I'm
Had
gonna
a
circle it.
big fish.
Where's the fish? It was
It's
pretty
to the
close.
right. It's to the right.
It was pretty close to us.
Yeah. It's all good.
What do you think it was? Grenadier?
I'm not a fish guy. I don't know.
That's okay.
It had a big head,
Big head.
so. Let me look at the common animals. Maybe I can,
Decipher.
yeah.
Ceri. Cirri is the appendages that they stick out to feed.
Huh.
Yeah. Same as the crinoids, cirri. But the group of barnacles are called the Cirripedia.
I would guess it was this thing.
Oh yeah. Big
But-
macroid. Did it scoot off? It was gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
No.
It didn't look like that.
I think we're getting a little tug.
Oh.
Copy that.
Barnacles are hermaphroditic, which probably explains why they can settle close to each other.
Like a
Good to know.
tiny picture of its head. That's like an alien sighting.
Nice.
That's all I got.
Guys, it's real, I swear.
Wait, what did you think it was again? No. It's okay. It's okay.
I don't
Say it.
know this. Hold up. This thing, Longiceurus.
Longiceurus.
I don't know. I have no
Oh.
idea what the depth range or anything is, though.
Yeah, I mean, it could be. It's probably a macroid at least. I wouldn't put
Okay,
that's
yeah, put
Coryphaenoides.
Yeah, put
Mac-
Macroeuridae.
How do you
Yeah,
spell
I don't think it was that deep of a body for Coryphaenoides. I think it was more like one of the smaller ones, like
Maybe this one.
Kumba. Yeah, Kumba is
Oh, we could
common
have
around
sampled
here.
it. I'm just kidding. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
there it is.
No, they're very skittish. Yeah,
Oh, this is a wild-looking one.
Antimera. Yeah. We don't see those too often around here.
Copy that.
What do we say? 5.5 kilometers?
4.5.
4.5. It's probably not my longest dive then.
What was
Think-
your longest dive?
I think 7 kilometers is the longest we've gone underwater. It was a long one. I'm trying to remember where that was.
How many hours?
I don't know. I'll have to go back and look.
We could beat it.
Full
They-
send.
If they just, full send the whole time.
Yeah.
But I don't see the point in doing that.
Yeah, it's the interesting thing is no one has really done that. I mean, you do Toad's camera surveys usually over flat areas where you're not going to expect a lot of topography, but I think there's a lot of value to understanding, what's immediately inwards from the seamount ridges and crests. But if it's like this, it's a little dull.
In terms of coral, yeah, but I mean, we've
yeah.
seen some cool mobile creatures, I think.
I'll leave that for the next watch because I think
We are coming
I don't
up
want to
on
put them in a place where that's what they have to do.
Yes.
We've got time. That can certainly be done.
Coming up on a watch change. They're just starting to flow in. So be prepared. Hi.
Yeah.
Getting a good landing spot.
Really? Is that what you guys are trying to catch, the little red one? Yeah, I was watching you try to get it. Ooh, that's cool. Okay, I wanted to see. I could have. Am I on?
All right, hi everyone. We are nearing waypoint 10 here, and we put in waypoint 11 and 12 going west, but we're free to explore where we want to explore here, so.
Yeah, I
let me
think
know.
we're interested in doing a bit of a transect across the top of the seamount,
Okay,
which
sounds
looks
good.
like what those waypoints are saying.
Do you want me to head on right over to waypoint 11, or do you want me to go to waypoint 10 and over?
I think you probably just head straight
let's
to
head right to
11.
Yeah, okay.
We'll
Are
let
we
Liz make the
exploring
decisions.
this local area, or should we get moving?
Sorry?
Are we planning on exploring the local area, or should we start moving?
We can start moving.
You guys with that? Okay. You want little steps again?
Let's start with that, yeah. And then we can always switch it up if we feel we're kind of cruising well.
Okay. Bridge nav. Can we have a 30-meter step at 260? Thank you. Oh, fish.
So aloha mai kako, you're with the You're Muted watch crew, and we
zoom
are
in,
going to
please?
continue exploring the Wetmore Seamount. So please give your questions and I'm ready to address them when you're ready. Mahalo.
Looks like a cusk eel here.
Wow, that current looks really strong.
Yeah.
Or that cusk eel is really tiny. Oh, ouch.
Oh, tiny little thing.
Are we having a lot of current?
I wouldn't say it's a lot, but there's some there, yeah. Still have some pretty decent swells out there.
Let's take a zoom on this sponge.
Mm.
We'll zoom in, please.
Looks a little different.
Yeah, it's a little bumpier on the outside compared to those
Yeah.
other ones we were seeing.
And what kind of sponges is this? Is that Faerid? Starts with an F.
Well,
No, I don't think
No.
so.
it looks like it has some of the features on the outside like
Oh.
it, but it doesn't have the,
I think it might be
is that the trapped one?
Eupectelidae.
Come wide, please.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure what the
That looks
exact
good.
species is, but yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
That's a good one.
That's a pretty shot of it too.
Yeah, they're really beautiful.
Aren't they? Yeah. I like how they coil.
It looks so delicate.
It's a nice sextant shot.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it lined up.
Oh, yeah, that really does look like a firework.
Yeah.
Perfect pose for the 4th.
Oh, yeah.
Or Canada
Or
Day.
the first.
Oh, yeah.
Or the fur.
The first if you're Canadian.
First is first. All right, moving on.
Is Canada Day
You ain't first or last.
also an Independence Day?
Gorgeous.
It's similar, yeah.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, it's the same type of thing. It's slightly different meanings behind it. But national.
When our watch ends, it'll be Canada Day, won't it?
Yep.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
yeah, so we can celebrate it. Pew, 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 pew.
So that's those tiny little fish that are really hard to
Yeah.
zoom on.
Where are
Yeah.
they?
Right to the right.
Right in the
coming down.
middle.
Oh, I was looking at that sponge.
Yeah, and they move fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to see the scale on them, but they're definitely less than 10 centimeters long.
Yeah, I'd say so.
So would this be this carbonate cap?
This is a carbonate cap, what
Okay.
you're seeing, yeah. I mean, this is all carbonate that we're looking at. I mean, it's not as spectacular as some of the steep walls that we've seen on some of the other ones.
And what does a carbonate cap mean again?
That's the reef material that collects when a seamount is sinking. It's subaerial at one point. And as the seamount sinks, a coral fringing reef forms, and the seamount continues to sink. And for a while, you just have coral at the top of the, and this is creates the geo.
That's cool.
Oh. So our first question of the night is how far apart are the lasers? So our lasers are 10 centimeters, is that correct? Which is equivalent to 4 inches. Yeah. Aloha, Jason. So let's have a look here. Oh, so just some updates on where we're at. We're at about 1,511 meters. Our temp is about 2.7 degrees Celsius. O2 saturations are at 14.7% with O2 concentrations at 62 micromoles per liter. And we've got salinity levels of 34.6 PSUs.
Can we zoom on that star?
Sure.
Oh, good Spock. That looked like it was the same color as the sand
Zoom
there
in,
for a
please.
minute.
It's interesting to see it on the sand instead of on the rock.
Do sea stars just eat coral, or do
Oh,
they
come
eat
wide,
other
please.
things?
They eat other things. I don't know what that one would be feeding on.
Yeah.
It's possible it's a detritivore. It's not super common for them, but possible.
What is that?
Is that another one of our
Bridge nav, we can do
Zoom in,
a
please.
30
droopy
meter
tops?
This one isn't looking too droopy.
Yeah, this one looks better.
Yeah, well, it might
Okay,
be
but that is its shadow, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Just for a minute there, I thought it was like 3 sea pens
Balsacina or something like that.
Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah. That's a nice shot.
Oh, that's pretty.
Oh, come wide, please.
So I have a question that just came in the chat. I think I might gear this towards Rob. You might be the best to answer. But have you dove to any cold seeps?
I mean, it may hand out to pilots too. I haven't done any cold seeps here.
Okay.
But if the pilots or Michael, anybody in the front row, have you?
I haven't in this area, but in the Caribbean, we definitely were on some cold seeps.
Oh, wow.
What are cold seeps?
Yes. Good question, Emma.
That's a Rob question.
Rob.
Take it away, Rob.
Well, you think of the end member of a hydrothermal as like a hot water seep, but you do have ones that are like a lower temperature or cold seep, and you see a lot of these on the coast of Florida.
So are they still hot, but just not as hot?
They may be a little warmer.
Okay.
But I'm not sure what's driving it. If it's just a water flow, or if they're heated, it's somehow that they come up.
Is that different than like having, so like in Hilo, we have a lot of areas that have freshwater plumes that it's just like a localized area of incredibly cold fresh water.
Yeah, I think that's often what the cold seeps are,
similar, oh, wow, we have all kinds of those.
Zoom in, please.
Although on the Big Island, that's coming from the land.
Yeah.
Those freshwater.
But they come under, they'll be, like they'll kind of go,
tunicate?
you know, like you would imagine them coming directly in, but it's coming underneath all of this earth and then popping back up into a particular area. But it's
that's
only,
cool.
I think they have some on Kona.
Isn't that the Euchordata, like
They
right
do.
there?
What is that?
Yeah,
Is that a jelly?
No, I think it's a tunicate.
Yeah, looks like,
Wow.
isn't that the Euchordata, that little U-shaped thing?
Oh, I think so.
Euchordate?
Yeah, Eurochordate.
Eurochordate?
That's the like general group that tunicates are in. It's cool though.
It's pretty weird looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's actually closer related to us than like most of the other things we're seeing.
Yeah, it's weird.
Cool.
That's wild.
Because
It has a false spinal cord.
Yeah.
That U-cord, that's the
oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, really?
I spelled that all wrong, but.
So when tunicates are larvae, they look a lot more like a vertebrate. They have like a little kind of pseudo-spinal cord. Looks like another star or brittle star.
Yep, I'm going with that. Zoom in, please. Is it a brittle star or is it a crinoid?
I think it's
That's
a
the game.
brittle star,
It's
yeah.
the brittle star.
Really? Because it's not jumping for its life.
This is true.
It's chilling. Yeah, come wide, please. Yeah, I think the cold seeps often, correct me if I'm wrong, Rob, they're like associated with like a lot of bacteria, and then you'll have some of them, I know that ones that we were on in like that area of Florida, Caribbean, that had a lot of like mussels like living in the seed material, and then they were feeding in a symbiosis with the bacteria.
Yeah, you get similar communities as what you would see at a hydrothermal vent. Because there's the same chemistry, it's just cold instead of hot.
I remember we picked these massive mussels, collected a few of them, and they're pretty stinky, but they're pretty cool. They're huge.
Bridge nav, we can do another 30-meter step at 260.
So actually, if you look in the hallway, you know, in the hallway downstairs, just forward of the ROV shop, on the wall, there's a big photo mosaic of a cold seep that we did. That was in the Caribbean.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Can you zoom in, please?
Doesn't look like a healthy glass sponge, does it?
No.
Good substrate for other things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, come wide, please.
I mean, it seems like you see the brittle stars around some of these glass sponges and not so much around the Polyapgon or these other ones. Is there some sort of defense mechanism the other ones have, or to keep them away, or is there a preference, do you know?
I don't know. Seems like they also are more common on the dead ones.
Yeah.
So maybe there's something, especially when they're live, that discourages
There's a
climbers.
shrimp.
Yeah, shrimp.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, we're all looking at that, waiting for it to be something.
That moment where you don't want to say anything because you're pretty sure it's a rock.
Oh, right. That one right there. Yeah, I see it.
Fly by just to make sure.
Yep.
Let's run quickly over. All right, so I got some questions coming in for the pilots and for our crew here. So whenever you guys are ready, we do have a shout out from Wicken, Cambridgeshire, UK. I just love watching your live feeds in the early hours here. Thank you so much for the superb live feed and enjoyable chat.
Superb.
Superb.
What a
Mahalo,
UK
Dan.
thing to say.
Wishing you all the very best. Mahalo, Dan.
Oh.
Okay. This question is for our pilots. Has the Hercules been trapped or caught by any fast, warm/cold currents? I think you guys were experiencing some good ones on our last shift, yeah?
Yeah, we've been in a few areas where the currents get really strong, like too strong to work in. I recall some places, Juan de Fuca we talked about there. There's a submarine and sunken submarine in the Juan de Fuca that we looked at.
Oh yeah, I was watching that video.
And we could only do it at a certain time of day.
Wow.
And other places in the Strait of Georgia I've worked, there's a site for Ocean Networks Canada that is literally right at the mouth of the Fraser River.
Gosh.
And as you cannot see, and the currents are insane, and it's a pretty wild place to have an ROV in the water.
Amazing.
But yeah, for the most part though, I think in these areas, like you'll get some current, but most of it is manageable with this system.
More so than the other places.
Yeah,
like
a little
you
challenging
just
on our
described.
last watch, but still we're able to get some good imagery.
It's an interesting sponge.
Yeah.
It looks like that one that we sampled.
Thank you, Josh.
That was all crammed in the rock.
Yeah.
I think it might be a Faraeid sponge.
Yeah, first I thought it was
Faraeid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That looks similar to that.
It does,
Man, this
huh?
one might have been a little easier to sample.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like all bound up like the other ones.
It's okay.
Mac and cheese.
I wonder
Easier,
what
but
this
not
collection of,
I think it kind of looks like a brain.
Detritus?
yeah. It's
Yeah, I'm
similar
thinking
color.
that they had the same mass event here. It must have been really short in timing because
Yeah.
between that one dive and the next, it seemed like it was already over.
Yeah, but that doesn't look like the detritus. Looks like there's a little solid, but it's,
Little what?
it seemed a little more solid.
Oh, I was thinking it was just because it had been rolling around in the sediment, but
Oh, come
maybe.
on, please.
Thought you said salad.
Oh,
We had good
what's
salad.
fish,
again.
big fish.
Ooh, cutthroat
where?
eel. These guys are
Gosh,
fast.
you guys are really good. I didn't even see that.
Some interesting markings on this one.
Yeah, maybe it's different species.
Okay, we'll zoom in, please. Anemone
Ooh,
there,
and an anemone.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
hey.
nice.
Tube anemone. Wow, this guy's really moving.
What do we look at? What do we look at?
What did you call this
Nice.
one again? The
It's a
cutthroat?
cutthroat.
Thank you.
Yeah, another anemone over there too.
Yeah.
This is just your warm-up.
It seems like that with this side we've been seeing a lot more anemones. Oh hey.
Oh.
Yeah, buddy.
They do that head shake, I've noticed.
Yeah.
It's a behavior they've done a few times.
Shake it up. Shake it up. Sorry.
Kind of like thinking about Red October, the
Sex and camp school.
nice.
That's really fun.
crazy
I
even
wonder if he's
Yvonne.
breathing or they're breathing.
All right.
Cool.
Oh, I put an apostrophe on it. Dang it. All right, and then this is just a general question for the current crew. What is the rarest or most exciting thing you've personally found on one of these dives?
Oh, that's just a dead stalk. Thought it was something else.
Yeah.
I'm really jealous the other watch saw a shark.
No way, really?
Didn't they?
Yeah, I think it was a little cat shark.
So cool. I'm not sure that's the rarest, but it seems very exciting.
Cat sharks are pretty cool, yeah.
Nice, at least we got a shark. Anybody else? Rarest or most exciting thing you personally found on these dives?
I think some of those walls are pretty exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
I was going to
those.
say,
yeah.
nothing really exciting except like, imminent
Exciting,
danger.
intense.
and what a rush.
Exciting/terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I want to do it again. It's like a roller coaster.
The adrenaline keeps you going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I have a question here for our ROV pilots. What tests, if any, do you perform on your ROVs during routine maintenance while underway?
Yeah, we test the full system thoroughly before every dive. So we have checklists that we run through, both physical checks of the ROVs and all the system checks in the van. So all the systems get checked out, and if we find any faults or problems, we'll try and repair those before you get back in the water, so we're as healthy as we can be with the start of every dive.
Cool.
And out, right? When we, as soon as we pull it out?
Pull it out. Yeah, we have a whole routine that we go through, which takes several hours each time, and then depending on what you find, you might have to take some time to fix some things.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, pretty thorough checks before every dive.
Another
nice, thank you, Josh.
Cuskiel, maybe.
Video has an entire pre-dive and post-dive checklist that we go through. We check all the cameras. We check all the sources, all the recording devices. We do post-dive file processing, where we're transferring files and doing some other work on them. And so we have a whole checklist to go through as well.
Cool. Thank you, everybody.
What about the science communication fellow? What sort of pre-dive checklist do you go through? Hoku.
We'll zoom in, please.
Here.
I brush my teeth. I make sure I go use the bathroom. Not my pre-dive.
Oh, that's a good shot.
Oh yeah,
it's
that
really
was cool.
moving.
Right?
It's sure moon swimming.
Yeah,
moon, somebody said it in the chat a while ago.
Yeah. Really dark.
And this one is, what one is this one you said?
This is a Basocetus. It's
because
a Cuskiel.
Thank you.
Out of focus, it looks like a brush mark.
It's really pretty.
Come on, please.
Its Latin name means hard to focus on.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh. Are we at the top now?
Of the darn it variety?
I mean, we're pretty much at the top flat part area.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks like it.
I guess technically it gets a little higher, but.
What's that?
Oh, on the left there. Is that a
Is
fish?
it moving?
Yeah, it looks...
It's moving.
Oh, whoa.
Where?
Backwards.
Yeah.
Where are
right,
you?
right here.
Slow motion.
Thank you. It looked like a stick.
Got a sea pen there too.
Yeah, it is a fish. Just, I think it's a halosaur, maybe?
Yeah, we'll zoom in, please.
Yeah, the way it's moving its tail looks like that.
Yeah, that head shape.
Okay.
I think is halosaur. That was very weird looking, though.
Yeah, it looked like there was like two sets of stuff, but it was just a shadow.
Right.
It's like, and at first I thought something was like dragging it.
Right, it looks like the current's just pushing it backwards.
Yeah.
Doesn't look very good.
Right.
I feel like with the colors, it belongs in like the winter.
You could see like, there's like little bars on its fin, like tail thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like waving almost individually.
Yeah. It's cool.
Oh, yeah.
That's a really cool shot.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, that's a good
I
one.
can do it too. Watch.
You got skills.
Oh, come on, please.
I can get it.
He
Zoom
has
in.
the super zoom.
Another sea pen, I think.
Got one of those
We'll
little
zoom in, please.
single
Xeno?
cell, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what do we got here?
It's a sea pen here.
Yep.
Same, just shorter, smaller. Okay.
Okay, well, come wide.
Where did you see the?
Right off here, right
Oh
there.
yeah, let's take a look at that. It's like a
so the little oh, up there. A little
Yep.
further by the rock.
Yep, right there.
Yeah. Sediment colored.
It looked more like one back there. I don't know what it is now.
We'll zoom in, please.
I think it is.
What is it? What are you thinking it is?
It's one of those single-celled...
It's called a xenophyophore. It builds like a kind of case out of sediment.
Oh yeah, we've been seeing, good Spock. Gosh, I didn't even see that. We've been seeing those before, right? And they look more like fan little short.
Can you knock the cursor off of the
And you called
sonar?
it a xeno... Say that one more time.
Xenophyophore.
Yeah, come on, please.
Yep.
Thank you, Phyophore. I like those guys. They remind me of
another
like,
fish.
Oh, you're hitting a rock.
Yeah, I see that.
Okay. I didn't know.
Just adjusting the geology a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
Just verify.
Just checking.
Yep, that's a rock.
Yes.
So you had to test it out. Make
It's
sure
not a
it was real
pillow.
rock.
It's not a pillow.
Modified.
It could be a pillow rock.
I think it's interesting that we're seeing so many fish compared to how much other stuff we're not seeing. And it makes me think a lot of them are feeding in the sediment. There's probably a lot more life where we can't see it.
Huh?
Just beneath the surface?
Yep.
Oh, beyond the lights.
Umbellula over here.
What is that?
Bridge nav, we can do another 30-meter step at 260.
Tube anemone?
No, it's the...
No, it's Umbellula. It's a sea pen.
Sea pen?
Yep.
Pretty.
Oh, turning into rocky again. So it's like a river of sediment.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a cool view.
Yeah, in the Atalanta cam, you can really see
Yeah, we can zoom in, Dave.
the divide between rock
Oh,
and sand.
wow, yeah. That's a nice shot from Atalanta.
I'm also curious and intrigued as to, like, a lot of this stuff is just straight
Oh, come wide, please.
as opposed to, like, not
What do you mean?
straight.
What?
Like, it's
Like
just
the
like
river?
the divides are very straight. A lot of things are just a lot more
Features are linear.
straight.
Yeah, the ripples you're thinking?
Oh, just more than what I would assume, or
Yeah.
more than expect, I should say. I don't
Yeah.
want to say assume, but more than I would expect.
A sponge coming up.
Oh, there it
Zoom in,
is.
please.
Is this one of those like skeleton
The
sponges?
Faraeid ones?
I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Just a different, maybe a different kind than the ones we've been seeing, but same.
They do look like vertebrae.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look like.
It looks
thank
like
you.
there's something inside of it,
Yeah.
or maybe on top. Hard to tell.
Really
Like
different
Come
size.
wide, please.
Is that the Fareiad sponge that
I
you
think
just
so,
removed?
yeah.
Okay. Thank you. That's another thing I'm not noticing are those little tracks or patterns in the sand from any
It might be
animals.
that the flow is high and it erases them quicker.
Oh, you know what?
Because of all the ripples that we're seeing.
Yeah, because there was one little spot down in the corner where we were just passing. It almost looked like suggestive of a track, but it did look like it was kind of covered in sand.
Oh, shrimp.
Ooh.
What is
in that
going
cove,
on
yeah.
here?
I think it's a shrimp just sitting there against the rock. Zoom in, please.
Is it the light colored thing? Is that the?
Oh yeah, it is. Good call.
Just
It's one of those ones with the really long appendages.
Oh.
Yeah.
That looks like the one that we collected before.
Oh, come wide, please.
Oh.
I'm still amazed at how thin the sediments seem to be up here.
Yeah, it's really surprising.
I would have thought for like a 70, 80 million year old structure. Surprised we haven't seen your holothurians yet.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a little surprised. But, I mean, it's been plenty of other cool stuff.
Oh yeah. Here's your
There's a
whip.
Yeah. That looks like a bamboo all the way from here.
That one's very tall.
A stalk sponge nearby.
Yeah, what are those called? Roselidae? Roselidae. Roselidae.
Will you zoom in, please?
Oh yeah, there's another sponge on the right. Oh, and
Two
two sponges.
Good long distance call there, Liz.
What?
On the bamboo.
Oh, thanks. Prominent nodes. I think I just like saying the word node.
And bamboo.
Oh, come wide, please. I think there was a tunicate right at the base. Did you see that?
Yeah, there are two, looks like sponges or
Oh,
something
yeah.
right there.
Whoa. That's a big tunicate.
Such a weird.
The one on the side there, closest
They always
to
look
the
like
sponge.
a plastic bag or something.
Looks like a face. Remember how we said we find faces and stuff?
Yeah.
Will you zoom in, please?
Oh wow.
Wow, that's really cool.
So Yvonne, to tune your guitar, do you have a tuna kit? I know it was a stretch. I'm sorry.
It was pretty good.
Not cringeworthy enough for me, but.
Yeah, come wide, please.
Just
Do you
cringeworthy
think
enough.
you could take some of the photos in the sextant?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna.
Oh, sure.
That's what I was trying to get set up to do that.
Oh, sorry,
Is
I
there
was
something
No, I
in the
mean,
rub-
before
wait,
I
like
was.
second camera?
I just keep
I-
forgetting.
handle?
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
well, I
that's
need
that,
one more
that
monitor
muscle.
is what I need.
Oh, okay.
They can crop that out.
More monitors.
Fix it in
You
post.
need another monitor?
Yeah.
I feel like you always need
Oh,
one
some
more
nice
monitor.
ones. Well, that's a really cool tuna
This is
kit.
another one of those things where it's like, what is it about this spot where
Oh,
you've
nice.
got 3 of these right together, you know? What's going on right here?
That's a cool.
Yeah.
Little mini garden there.
Oh yeah, and then
Right,
you've
so
got that
nice.
other sponge off to the side with the brittle stars on it.
And then you
Is
have
that
an
another
unhappy glass
sea pen?
sponge.
Yeah.
Maybe it was gentrification of the rock or something. That's good. I can see your chat from here, so I don't need to have
Okay.
that monitor up.
Awesome.
I'm good. Another Rosalidae, or was that what you said?
Yeah, Rosalidae, I think.
Rosalidae.
And
Oh,
crinoid on
the
it.
base of it.
Oh, wow, look at all that.
And a shrimp.
Speaking of shrimp, I have a question.
Might be a cool sextant shot, actually. See if I can get it lined up here.
Oh, that's really cool. It's looking.
The size of the crinoid compared to the sponge is so
yeah,
funny. Sorry, go ahead, Hoku.
No. That's what caught my attention too. So these animals you are calling shrimp, are they true shrimp, or are you using the term relaxed to refer to all shrimp-like crustaceans? That's a nice shot. Good one.
That's a good question. I do think most of them are true shrimp, either Ceridians or maybe Sergestids, but those are actually shrimp. There are other things that are shrimp-like, like euphausids, which is krill, but I don't think that's what we're seeing. We've also been seeing some squat lobsters. Those are not shrimp.
Okay.
I'm not going to list everything that isn't a shrimp.
Thank you for helping differentiate. So then a squat lobster is more related to a lobster. Is that why they term it a
I'm
lobster?
actually not sure that they are. I think they're totally
either.
different,
Yeah.
like a whole other group.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I think common names really don't mean much ever.
Yeah.
They're just easy for us to remember.
Not a mushroom.
I just think they have like the telson is sort of reminiscent of a lobster. I think it's probably why they got that name, but I don't think so.
Those lobsters that were like burrowing themselves in the sand?
blind lobsters?
Yes.
Yeah.
Those were crazy.
I don't think those were either like true lobsters either.
I would believe that.
Probably are blind though.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Had to get their name somehow.
Yeah, it looks like it's its own family. The blind lobsters.
Thank you. Oh boy.
Bridge nav, we can do another 30-meter step at 260.
All right, so we've got some shout outs from Vancouver.
Yeah, Vancouver.
Yep, they have 10 monitors, including 2 65-inch TVs, and they still need one more.
Agreed.
Right.
Yep.
We have
And we
How
also
many,
have
how
another
many
shout
monitors
out.
are in this room, Dave?
A gazillion.
Maybe we can get them built into the headsets. Like a heads-up display.
Oh yeah,
the
heads up
Google
would be great.
Yeah.
Count 'em up.
That way you can just sift through whatever you need to see.
Yeah.
Do you like that sci-fi thing where they have like the virtual screens?
Oh my. Oh boy.
Remember we were first setting this up and we had the video wall here in like 128 different little squares.
Yeah, I still have a preset for that. We hit it every once in a while and go, oh no.
Yeah, no, don't do that.
There's, I've got...
like one of those weird cyberpunk conspiracy movies. You want ever tuned into a different news channel?
Yeah, because that's helpful.
And we did also get a shout out from Toronto. We are watching the live stream.
Must be a holiday in Canada or something.
It might be Canada Day.
I thought it was a Brazilian,
They're
but
here for our
Day? What?
late night west, far west, almost end of West Coast countdown to Canada Day.
Oh, come live, please. Yeah, you got another 1.5 time zones from Toronto to get to the actual Canadian West Coast.
Oh, okay, thank you.
1.5?
1.5.
Is someone off by
Canada
half
does
hour?
half time zones?
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a half hour. You
What?
betcha there is, yep.
Oh.
What were we talking about?
Newfoundland's a half
Oh
time
my
zone
God.
too. It's
Half a time zone.
Oh, why?
Why? Just to confuse everyone?
I just walked
Why not?
into a conversation. I have
gosh.
no idea what we're discussing.
Because they're from Newfoundland.
It's
They just want to mess with that?
It's
That's
okay.
so
It's
funny.
just fine. It's fine.
Look at all this stuff on the sediment. Like, is that rock? Is it detritus? The like brown stuff?
Yeah, I think that's just the flock that we saw coming down is kind of collecting in these low energy zones in the lee of these ripples.
Okay.
I have 26 monitors that I can route things to
Oh my gosh.
on the video router. And then there's the computer router,
Yeah,
the
then there's the
KVM router.
Yeah.
And there's probably, I don't know, another
So we have
I
as
think we
many
need
as we
more.
need.
We get it, Dave. You wield a lot of power.
15 or 16 monitors here.
But we still want more.
So,
Yeah,
yeah,
we have as many as we need, but not as many as we want.
Oh, fish.
it's the way it always is.
Yeah.
Oh, aloha. Oh, hi,
Don't always
Sunny.
get what you need.
So we wanted to just give a shout out to Dr. Arbrel's URL team from University of Toronto. Mahalo for joining us.
Woot woot.
Ooh, that one's
Somebody
fast,
suggested
yeah.
using augmented reality headsets.
Boom. We're on the same page.
Oh. And then we
Or
have
the same
a
virtual screen.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
And a virtual comment that says, it's because French Canadians are special. You are very special. Thank you for being here.
They're just cooler than us.
Hey. And we have another question. So aloha, do the fish keep moving with the current and travel great distances, or when the current subsides, do they return to their original starting point?
That's a good question. I don't think they have like a home base that they regularly return to. I think they're probably always a little bit on the move. I don't really know like how large of an area one would cover.
Okay.
In a certain span of time. There's not a lot known about their movement patterns because you can't really like tag them and then recover it again.
Right, that's what we were talking about.
I mean, you could tag it, but you'd
before.
probably never see it again.
Right, you'd have to put some sort of beeper on it.
And yeah, and you can't really do that
virtually see it from
under the
an
water.
Not necessarily, right. That would be very difficult.
Yeah, like because on land maybe you'd attach like a radio tag, but you can't use that under the water.
I mean, they are trying to develop some acoustic tracking for some tagging fish.
Cool. It's fish that come to the surface you can work with.
Yeah.
Or like mammals.
Oh, nice. This is a class assignment for Houston, Texas. This is awesome. What is the location?
It's Wetmore Seamount. And Emma, you could actually probably tell them the...
Sure, yeah.
better.
One sec. Bridge nav, we can do another 30 meters.
Let's tug.
So we are at the Wetmore Seamount, and I can zoom out on my chart here. We are near Johnson Atoll, which is west of Hawaii, and specifically we are about 100 to 115 nautical miles away from Johnson Atoll. And this is the
Zoom in, please.
Wetmore Seamount, and you can see we have mapped all of this area that's shaded in, and all of the not shaded in area. The chart background is area where we only have data from satellites, so we've never actually charted it. No one ever has. So it's pretty exciting to chart it. And if we zoom in here, as Rob was saying earlier, there was a landslide across this whole like half circle area. And earlier in the dive, we were going up this ridge right here. I can zoom in a little more. There we go. You can see all these little markers. And it was a pretty steep cliff where the landslide happened, or underwater landslide. And if we zoom in further, we can see that we are in between waypoints 10 and 11, and we're starting to explore the flat part of that seamount. So yeah, we are 100 nautical miles southwest of Johnson Atoll, and you can look that up on Google Maps too.
It's a sizable sea pen.
Thank you, Emma.
And yeah, we're this little mess of lines and dots. This green boat is our boat, and we are facing, the boat is facing the way it is facing in real life, so we are traveling backwards. And right next to it, you can see markers for Hercules and Atalanta. And Atalanta is the diamond or the rotated square, and Hercules is these two dots. And it's two dots because we have two different ways of tracking it. So we try and sync them up, and it's just helpful. So yeah.
It looks like it's pulling in some of its polyps.
Yeah, it looks so cool.
Yeah. Making little fists.
It's ready to fight.
Go that way. It's pointing. It's about to point.
Oh, there it is.
It wants us to know something. I say we go.
Oh, fish.
Shrimp. Shrimp.
I like watching the little legs.
Ooh, look at the length of this antenna. That was cool.
I missed it.
a
Yeah, it's a
long-
bougie shrimp.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Is that what it is? Was that it again?
Yeah,
That
they
was it.
dart backwards when they're startled.
Oh, hey.
They can be very hard to
There he
slurp.
As we've learned.
Oh, they weren't trying to slurp that one earlier, right? Or it was something else. It was small.
The
An
amphipod?
amphipod, yeah.
Yeah, the anthropod.
But they did, I think, slurp one of these. Was that yesterday? The day before?
Yeah, who
There's
knows?
one you guys
Who knows?
got.
Yeah, but we do have one.
All right, so
collected.
we are getting all kinds of love from Canada tonight.
Happy Canada Day.
Happy Canada Day.
Right, that's it. So let's see. Hello from Vancouver Island, almost Canada Day here.
Sweet.
Let's
We're on
see.
Vancouver Island, that's where I'm from.
For marina owners in Vancouver, this weekend is a double holiday because they celebrate Canada Day and 4th of July.
Mm-hmm.
And then they also wanted us to remember the Canadian cities or towns, Josh, please help me with this, of BC and Alberta that don't undergo time shift change zones. I think I got it all in there.
What?
But all kinds of love from Canada. Mahalo for sharing.
Yeah, someone's asking how to spell the xenophinophore, biophore, or
Thank
whatever.
you.
XenoPHYOPHORE?
How did you know?
You're so close. Yeah, you got it.
I don't know.
All those letters are silent.
Except for the X. And the X really sounds like a Z.
And if that's wildly wrong, sorry.
Hey,
It's
man.
really hard
pretty
to spell
close.
from your brain.
Yeah, I have to write things
I
down
couldn't spell an
when I
enemy,
spell.
so.
Well, they were having difficulty finding it in Google, but
Ah,
they were pretty
the
close.
X instead of a Z could be helpful.
Oh, and then we've got a Courtenay, Vancouver Island.
Courtney,
Oh, thank you.
sweet, that's where I'm from.
I'm in
Yay.
Courtenay. Oh, hey.
Fun.
Okay, I thought
Yeah,
that was okay.
Courtney, shout
Thank
out
you
to
so
Courtney.
much for helping me with that.
They're asking where your address is.
they want to know where
They
you
go show up
live.
to your house while you're
Where
out.
do you keep the key?
I'll keep that one to myself.
Stop it. Stop laughing. Oh, yeah, you were right, Liz. PHYO4.
Is like the number 4?
Yeah. Exactly like the number 4.
Yeah, so it fits on your license plate.
It does.
Oh, that's my new license plate, Xenophile
Dibs. If I get it, I'm gonna fill out the paperwork right now.
Yes, and you just can do a Z in replace of the Xeno, you know. Hey.
I prefer Z.
Oh, we're getting more. We got
Happy
a
Canada Day.
Happy Canada Day. Shout out from Victoria on Van Isle.
Yeah, Victoria.
We'll let it
Hey.
slide, yeah.
Love that
Getting all
town.
the shout outs
Yeah.
from Vancouver Island.
Yeah.
Hey, this is so rad. Hey.
So what are some words that Canadians say that are different? I like their
Zap strap?
accent. Oh yeah, zip zaps, zap straps
Zap
Zap
straps.
sure.
instead of zip ties.
Yeah, that was a new one.
Straps?
Yeah.
That's
Zap
so
strap?
much more fun.
Gibson said that. And
What is it called?
What is a
Back
zap
straps?
strap?
what were the candies
What's a
you
back
used
strap?
Zap strap.
Or zip
no.
ties.
Was it
Zip
gib gabs?
tie or
Oh.
cable
Gib
ties.
gabs, jube jubes?
Jube
Jube
jubes.
jubes,
Yeah.
those
Where
are
the
good.
heck did I
Alright.
get gib gab from?
Also cable ties?
What's a
No.
juke juke?
Oh.
It's
Is
like
it
a wine
candy?
gum,
It's a wine
apparently.
gum. Yeah, it's like a wine.
Wow.
Well, it's not a wine gum, actually.
Oh,
but
sorry.
They're very close. They're like a wine gum.
Wine? Did
Like
you
a little
say
gummy. Little
wine gum?
Oh, wine gums are good.
Wine gums
W-I-N-E,
are
not
really good.
lime
Wine
gum.
gums are brand, yeah.
I thought it
Yeah,
was a
wine gums are
lime gum. Okay. So Josh, everybody, we'll say we've got a comment here. Awesome, so cool. You're from here too. Please bring the sun back when you leave Hawaii.
I heard it's all hot at home. It's all good.
Here it's hot everywhere.
Here
It's
just
really
muggy,
hot right
like
here,
really
right now.
muggy.
I hear the planet's heating up.
Not in the navigator's seat.
Did you say you hear the planet is heating
Planet's
up?
heating
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Oh
Oh.
yeah.
Where'd you hear that?
It's a myth, actually.
Been talking about it for years now, I hear.
Let's zoom in, please.
Saskatchewan. Okay. And then we got another comment from Canada about the bunny hug.
The
They
bunny
said
hug.
bunny hug is hoodie in Saskatchewan.
Oh,
Please, I hope
Okay.
I'm not
Don't mind,
getting
please.
trolled. Oh, we got Prince George, BC.
PG, all right.
Eh, eh.
Spent
What
a
are you
lot
going
of
to do
time
to
there.
celebrate Canada Day?
Okay.
I've been through
Flying
PG
ROV.
quite a
Oh,
few
So
times.
if you,
Pretty good.
Might
if you-
fix an ROV actually.
Oh, that's not as good.
so what I did in order to spell xenophile was I did copy it and paste it in Google, and it popped up the correct spelling of the word. So we've spelled it out for you several times. I'd give it a shot back in Google and see what it tells you, but just change the THI to PHY, and you're good.
I feel like
That's all you need to do with the
scientific naming, they use all the letters
xenophile.
that no one else uses.
Yeah.
Yeah. They just want us
They
to
don't want to
special.
leave any.
How can we
they wanna
make this as
sure.
complicated as possible?
Right. Yeah. So if you're hearing me, the person. Yep. Welcome to the coldest summer of the rest of your life. Okay.
I feel the same way about pharmacies, how they name drugs. Can you make it any more difficult?
Yeah.
I heard there was something where it was like antidepressant or wizard from or like elf from Lord of the Rings.
Oh.
There's a lot of like overlap in those names.
Elvish or
Elvish, yeah.
antidepressant.
Actually, I have a guilty pleasure of watching the Canadian show
yay.
Heartland.
Oh, my mom loves that show. Really, I'm surprised you like that.
I don't know why.
Is it a soap?
No, it's like a Western
Yeah.
love romance kind of show. It's cute. It's wholesome.
Yeah, it's very wholesome.
What's the show?
Heartland.
Oh.
It's had like, what, 10 or 13 seasons or something like
Holy
that.
moly.
Oh, thank you for not. Mahalo for the buggy hug clarification. I got trolled earlier, so I'm a little sensitive. Thank you for the clarity. I really appreciate it.
You guys
so
gotta
bunny
be nice
hug
to
is a
Hoku.
hoodie.
Yeah.
Somebody's falling asleep to all of us from Maryland.
From Maryland?
Yeah.
Where in Maryland?
I don't know.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Someone from
Maryland?
Where are you, Maryland person?
Is it my Maryland?
Somebody's up late.
Which Maryland?
Yeah, they are. It's
They're
what?
falling
It's
asleep?
3 a.m. in Maryland.
Is it really?
Go to sleep.
Should we provide like soothing ocean noises?
We can start humming underneath.
Bridge nav, you can do another 30-meter step at 260.
Look out for the crab.
The Maryland crab.
Yeah, rails
whale
are just
song.
a mere suggestion on this one.
It's ocean related. At least that joke was. I am about the tug. And I don't feel comfortable going down anymore.
Another anemone.
I was waiting for someone to be from Maryland.
That was it. That was the one. And they're probably asleep.
There will be no more from Maryland from this point on now, though.
Somebody has to be.
You've hit your
Except for my
quota.
mom.
Silent.
What?
You've hit your quota.
Yep.
I'm surprised.
What's that little white ball thing next to that rock? Do you see that?
Yeah. I thought it was just like a
That is so
shadow,
weird.
but it might be something.
Floating
Maybe a
towards us?
tunicate. Nice close up on the detritus.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
actually really cool.
Yeah.
I've never realized I've never done anything
Auto
in
zooming
Maryland.
thing.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that was a tunicate.
The bottom right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we passed
I
it.
wish I could show the face. So they're from Howard County, Maryland.
Oh, that's pretty close.
That's the face they get.
It's Maryland. Everything's
That's
close.
pretty close. I mean, that's true. That's true. Hey, you can drive 5 hours and then be in a different part of Maryland, so,
Yeah.
you know.
Oh.
I'm from Annapolis.
Don't tell that to the
So-
Canadians. They're not going to be impressed.
Welcome to the stream.
You only have to drive
Oh,
5
good
hours
grief.
to get out of Maryland?
You'll get out of Maryland, but then you'll go back into Maryland because it's such a weird shape, you know. Yeah.
Maryland has like 3 highways, and they're all just one giant roundabout.
Oh, boy, we just got roundabouts on Big Island, and it's a mess.
So if you mix an exit, you have to wait 3 hours to get back to it.
Oh, no.
Person
kidding,
from
I'm kidding.
Maryland, you made my day. Thank you.
All right, so we also have some shout outs. So also falling asleep to us from Colorado. I love watching the ocean from my landlocked state.
Nice.
That's
Stay
a
on the
very
top
good
winners.
thing.
Colorado Avalanche. There
It's
you
a
go.
much more reasonable hour to be awake.
It's almost 3 a.m. in Toronto.
Mm.
Yep.
Still enjoying your deep sea live feed. Yeah. And is it too deep for octopus?
Nope. We
No.
saw a Dumbo
Yeah.
octopus the
We've
other
seen a
day.
couple, yeah.
Deeper than this.
Ah.
Is that another
Thank
tunicate?
you for
Is it
joining us,
cucumber
Where?
or
everyone.
tunicate?
Right next to
Yeah,
Oh.
the black.
maybe a
What was that?
cucumber, yeah.
Oh,
find
I
out.
think that's a
You
cucumber.
can see the
Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
something
but
inside
beyond
of
it,
it.
is that a,
We'll zoom
Oh,
in,
it might be a
please.
tunicate and a cucumber.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
hey,
what we're
it's
looking
party
at.
on the rock.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a
Or
cuke.
is that a sponge?
Oh.
It's a sponge.
look at the little
But there's a cuke.
Oh,
Another
It's so cute.
Amperima or
I
Peniagone.
don't know. I think so.
That one's cute. Looks like a bunny.
It does.
Let's slurp it.
That one got Josh.
Sure does look like a bunny.
A transparent.
Transparent.
It's like alien
Well, if
genetically
you're
modified
cutting
bunny.
off the ears in this shot, you gotta
All right.
go up.
Okay, don't look for a second.
Oh,
Yeah, there.
no,
See,
there you
bunny.
go.
Well,
Good job,
Aw.
bunny.
There you go. Good zoom.
That's
Thank you.
nice.
wow, it's got a full gut.
Oh, it's very happy.
Let's still
Alright.
eat.
Kind of
Maybe.
roadkill, buddy.
Too bad I don't have a carrot. I can go. Let's come my place.
Oh, hey. Greetings from the Oregon coast. I see the Pacific Ocean every day, but your streams deepen my appreciation for what's under the sea.
Right on, my Oregon peeps.
There
Where
you go.
where
Thank
in
you for
Oregon? I'm
sharing
from
Where in
Florida.
what
Oregon?
you do. Yeah, where are you at in the Oregon coast?
My family's from Tillamook County.
I got
I know
family
people
in
in Oregon.
Eugene. Oh, Tillamook. Do they make cheese there?
Yeah.
They make
You
cheese.
can
Cheese.
go to
Another
the
cheese?
factory,
Oh, I'm
do a
going.
tour.
Oh, it's...
There's a lot of Pacific Northwest showing up.
Yeah, I can see the
awake.
Holothurian's internal organs.
Yeah.
They're very transparent. Should be going to sleep, but
I knew it was a setup.
Did we get set up again?
No, Rob did.
I missed it still. I don't get it.
I did. Yeah, I missed
You guys
it.
were talking about Oregon, and I said I could see the internal organs.
Oh.
Ooh, Lincoln
Oh,
County
man.
is what
That's
they
giving
said.
me the bends.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
That's good.
You're giving me looks.
I
I haven't had one yet. That was my first one.
That was a good one.
That's a good one.
Oh no, he's
If I were
coming
you,
over
I'd
to the dark
retire.
side.
Or a bad influence.
Retire right here, walk out.
Yeah, just drop the controller.
fishy.
Let it flow through you.
What?
Ooh, that's a long sea pen over there.
Yeah.
And a fish.
Longer than the
Zoom
fish
in,
by
please.
far.
What time is it? Oh, aloha, Alabama. Greetings from a hill in Alabama, dreaming of an ocean.
I think
Are there
that's
many-
Which one?
Hypnoptid, maybe?
Which hill?
The Hypnoptids and the halosaurs look the same.
Go back there.
Are there glass squids in this area?
Okay, we'll come my place.
Glass squids are more in the water column. They're
Okay.
pelagic, but you could find them here.
Are they large?
Not really.
Okay.
I really thought you said glasses, and I was like, no. I mean, I did break a pair of mine today, but I brought
I hope you
3
didn't toss them
pairs.
overboard.
Oh no.
Oh, and then Jason sent out a shout out. Gotta love the love being shown by the viewers. Mahalo, Jason.
Yeah.
Wow.
You
This is
guys
really
keep
sea-pen
you guys
dominated.
keep making
Yeah.
us giggle.
It's cool. I like the interactions.
Yeah, it makes it even more fun.
Yeah.
Keeps us awake.
Yeah.
I'm exercising my
please.
cheeks. Another, okay. No, okay. Oh. Liz, could you please tell me what the scientific name of this sea pen is?
Come my place. Thank you.
Okay. Sorry, I stole the thing. I forgot to mention.
Smoky beats. Oh, Alabama's from Liberty Hill, near Muscle Shoals Music Center of the Universe.
That's not just any
Woot
hill.
woot. That's the
oh, Emma, she's just said that's not just any hill.
oh my gosh, I can't think right now.
Oh my gosh.
The Liberty Hill is the thought's gone.
That's okay.
Good feeling gone.
Muscle Shoals has got the Swampers, and they've been known to pick a song or two.
Oh, rad. So we have, I'm from Oregon too, Portland. I'm currently prepping for work for the Oregon. Oh, I love the Oregon County Fair.
Oh, hi, Portland.
Next week, 30 years. Portland. Oh, holy cow. They have it in Eugene too. And my living room is stacked with all my capping gear. Oh.
I love Portland. I have a lot of friends
Oh,
there.
they haven't had the fair since our 50th in 2019. Well, this will be an exciting year. Thank you for sharing.
Oh, so this one got sediment on it? It's got an anemone. A couple of them, but I can't tell if that's sediment or if it's just like dying. But it looks like it just was catching detritus.
Yeah, it looks like detritus there.
It's furry.
Sponge, sediment.
Oh, and another xeno down here.
An enemy. Oh, hey.
I don't like that one.
Yeah, it's interesting because it's on a rock.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that is odd. But I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
Wow, look at the top of that.
On a rock.
It's beautiful.
Wow, that looks really pretty.
Do you see the shrimp in there at all?
No, but it could just be not visible.
Yeah.
Oh, come wide, please. Yeah, I like Portland. I lived there for 3 years. I went to Portland State University.
Oh.
Oh, good griefy.
Oh, another cucumber.
Ooh, it's purple.
Oh, so we have Marilyn in the house at Smoky Beats. Good night, Marilyn.
Hi, Marilyn.
We also have SHO marine biologist from Delhi University in India. Loving this week. Oh, what's up? Shout out to India.
That's...
Someone shared earlier that aloha means namaste in India. That was an awesome share.
It's another one of those Polyapgon or hand
Bridge
center
now. Can we do another 30-meter step, but at 270?
What?
Perfect.
I'm flying to Portland when we're done in Honolulu in a couple of weeks. I have 2 days to kill in Portland before my wife shows up, and then we go to our place on the coast. So
Nice.
yeah, I'm going to take the train downtown and look for food trucks.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of cool.
Oh, thank you. We're getting some awesome...
Staying in Portland for a week to visit my family.
Yeah, so we got a comment. It says, keep it weird, Portland. Maryland, I got excited just like she did. I started laughing so hard. And she has a cute voice. Oh, hey. I don't know. We were all laughing. Hey, aloha from Maui, pehea. We're enjoying you folks in your deep sea explorations. Oh, we got Corvallis in the house. Wondering how the magnum arm is holding on to the fossil find from the earlier dive.
Oh, it's still hanging on to it.
Hey, we still got it.
Yep.
Still got
it. That thing holds on to stuff really well.
Oh.
Is that difficult when you recover the ROV to make sure it doesn't get like knocked out of the arm?
It shouldn't. It'll be fine. It's like hydraulically locked. And then we actually have we can force like we can push a button, it'll lock it'll hydraulically just close on it. And then even when we kill the hydraulics, it'll still hang onto it.
Oh. Okay, we got all kinds of. So we've got a question coming in for Rob here. Could you tell me what the scientific name of this rock is?
Well, it kind of has several names. I mean, the most basic, it's limestone. So it has a lot of calcium carbonate and maybe some other sort of carbonate minerals. But it's also reef material. It's from an old coral pieces that have bonded together. So that's what we're seeing now. But a lot of it's coated with manganese incrustation. So that kind of gives this sort of grapey or mossy sort of texture on top of it.
Cool. A grapey or what kind of texture?
Botrioidal or mossy. To me, it almost looks like moss in a way.
Okay, yeah. When I think of grapes, I'm thinking of like the little nodule little
Yeah,
poopies.
I mean, if you look at it, it has that similar grapey or botrioidal texture.
Awesome, thank you.
Yeah, I was kind of expecting this to be all covered in sediment, but
Yeah.
there's plenty of rock exposed.
Yeah, you can see in the sonar, the Herc sonar, all that's just these little rock.
Okay, so the sonar doesn't pick up the sediment?
Not as clear. Well, if we tightened it up a bit, you'd see, and I got down low, you would actually see some ripples and stuff.
Does the sonar just go out horizontally?
The sonars are, they go around in a circle, so like polar circle.
Okay.
Yeah, if I get down, like that light blue is the sediment, and then the yellows and the reds, those are the rocks.
Got it.
And the pinks and stuff.
And then what about the Norbit? How is it oriented?
The Norbit is facing straight down. I don't know if we have, I assume it's on.
Yeah, we do. I had K2 set it up so that it's following, or we're following it, actually. Here, I can put it up. There. And you can't see that, though. It's on Rosproc, Rosproc.
Oh, and someone's asking what's the scientific name for sand. And actually, I'd consider it what we call a biogenic ooze.
Mm-hmm.
So it's primarily made of...
this would be a calcareous ooze, right?
Yep.
I think silicious ooze is another band name.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, if you
beat me to it, Liz.
Bring up to like what Dave said, Rosproc. That should show you the Norbit. And I think Dave put it out, right? Yeah, Dave just put it out on the satellite.
What is this?
I don't know.
Stalked?
I don't know. The fish.
Where's the fish?
Is another halosaur maybe?
Oh, got it.
And then that other thing is cool.
What is that? That doesn't.
Yeah, I don't know. Is it a stalked?
Bridge nav, we can do another 30 meters at
No.
I think
it's
it's
a
a sea pen.
Whoa, that's trippy looking.
No.
Whoa.
That's so
What
cool.
is that?
Give it a little bump down.
I don't know.
I haven't seen this one before.
Let me get a picture with the fish.
Okay.
Is there something in it?
Or
is that
It's
part
like
of
an
it?
anemone or something, part of it.
No idea.
Unknown.
Let's see if I can
I'm
find
gonna
this
try
in
and
a
get
guide.
I want to say it's an anemone, but
Yeah,
My song
get it
goes
on the
typing.
sextant.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'll
good.
come a while
Oh,
and
it's
then
a large
we're getting it.
hydrozoan? Wow.
Oh.
I didn't know they could get that big. A solitary
that's
hydrozoan.
so cool. Oh, and the
Wow.
fish is just hanging out.
That's pretty cool.
You said solitary hydrozoan?
Yeah.
Let the take off.
That's
Thank you,
pretty
Osako.
cool.
We were
Yeah.
very stumped.
I'm like, it's something new.
That's so cool.
I always
Hey,
think
that
that.
was cool. I don't know how to spell hydrozoan, but we're going to just go for it. Yeah, we've been having some awesome
Oh, that's a good one.
comments in our chat
Change some of the
here.
lighting.
Oh yeah, there it is. Corymorpha, maybe?
Cool.
So we have a shout out from Australia. G'day from Australia, where everything in the water can and will kill you. I really enjoy all the great educational and funny banter the teams have and wish you all a good dive. I too fall asleep at night to the dulcet tones of Diver Dan. Great answers. So here's a weird question. Have you noticed any mosquitoes at sea?
Thankfully, no.
No.
I think we...
Seen a fruit fly, but that's about it.
Yeah.
That's about it. Yeah, the fruit fly.
That's
Oh,
actually why I went
was
into
that?
oceanography.
it's another big fish.
Get
Got
away
it.
from the mosquitoes.
Almost looks like a grenadier from
I was
far
going to say
away.
it looks like a rat tail.
Oh wow. Is that different than what we've been seeing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I call them rat tails. Other people call them grenadiers. Same
Okay,
thing.
yeah, I'm gonna put rat tail.
I think they only renamed them so that they'd sound more appetizing,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because people eat them.
Yeah, that's definitely a
Deers.
grenadier.
Wow.
Like deers as in
D-I-E-R.
Thank you.
See, that's why rat tail's easy. You know how to spell it. Or Niguradae is the family.
Aww. I love grenadiers.
Oh, hi,
Yeah,
pretty.
me too.
They're so cute.
They
Oh,
have a lot of
so
personality.
nice.
I want to see the face.
They're cute and
That's
sweet
They're
really
always
cool,
turning their
though.
back
Same
on
time.
you.
I know. Hey, come wide, please. See if I can.
He really said, nope.
Like, not today.
So we got a shout out here. Watching you guys reminds me how much I adore scientists.
Aww.
Oh,
there we
might
go.
get lucky here.
Are you going to eat something?
Okay, let's zoom in.
Oh,
Sorry.
Alberta, Canada's
you're
in the
talking to your
house. 1
cat.
a.m.
Hoot hoot.
Aw.
It's cute.
Wow.
Who's a good boy?
You can see this one also has
Oh,
barbules.
wow. This is a really good shot.
Yeah.
This is amazing. Thanks, Josh.
Oh, cool.
Hi. Highlight reel right here.
I talk to fish. They're good listeners.
What?
did?
Focus?
I said I talk to fish. Nike, no. What was this again? A rat tail.
Okay, I'll come wide, please.
Wow,
I
that's
do
great.
have a question for the ROV pilots when you're ready.
Sure. What you got?
Hold up. What's the limit of Hercules in terms of depth and time?
Depth is 4,000 meters.
Is there a limit for time?
Not really. I mean, it's kind of up to like the health of the vehicles.
Okay.
So as long as all the systems are happy and everything's working fine, then really there's not really a limit. We have 24-hour watch schedule with 3 teams people that transition out every 4 hours, so we can just kind of go around. I think the longest dive we've done is 74 hours, somewhere in that range.
Wow.
Yeah. That's a pretty long dive.
We're at about 24 hours now on this one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Almost, right? We're going to be going in 26, I guess.
Yeah, because I think we went down at the start of our
We
shift.
started this one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, we did.
it's our 3rd shift now.
Oh,
We're
that's right.
23 hours and 51 minutes in.
Partying. Wow.
Cool.
Oh,
And everything, all our
Big
systems
sponge.
are looking good still, so we're happy to continue.
Awesome. Thank you. So
Zoom
we-
in, please.
Is this another fish or
No,
oh,
it's a sponge. Another dead. very dead.
We
Yeah.
saw one.
Very dead.
Falling apart.
It is done.
Looks
with
like it went through the shredder.
some spicules.
Looks like wheat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got a little sea star on it, or
Yeah.
Is this where wheat comes from?
Is that zoanthids at the top there?
no, I think that's
Or
a brittle star.
anemones?
Thank you.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, there's
Thank you.
I thought it was
polyps.
just wrapped around it.
Yeah, no, there's polyps, but some I don't know what kind.
Huh.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's interesting.
Cool.
Okay.
Is that a
Even
sea
the brittle
spider?
stars look sickly.
Is
Or is that just like a weird brittle star arrangement?
I think
I
Kind of
it's
looks
just
like a
brittle
pycnogonid,
stars.
but yeah.
Oh.
Here you go, come wide, please.
Wow,
So
those
we have-
spicules are very, very intense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Reminds me of like fiberglass.
Would you say
Asako thought
the
zoanthids.
spicules are quite conspicuous?
So we have a watcher from Virginia. Aloha, Virginia. So any news on the fossil from earlier? Was it identified? We haven't pulled Hercules out of our, or we're not done with our...
It's right there.
Yeah.
Girl, I was like, we did?
No, sorry, I'm in the camera.
So Hercules is still on this dive.
Zoom.
So we, once we're complete with this dive, then we will bring out that fossil and identify it. So we'll let you guys know. We'll keep you posted.